more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pork cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Chargers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Kelsey, left side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Mahomes, being chased out left. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers, nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Chargers are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He can have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play would be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now here's Mahomes. They'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from the defender.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have moved out in front. Butker on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Chargers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Gets by him at the 25. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 43 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here we go on fourth. Herbert. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, complete to tight end Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for KC. 45 yards on the ground. So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring it.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing kumbaya.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build.
He's got a man, complete. And a tackle going to be made at the 38.
As we've seen over the years, offensive coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover and put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. On first down, it's Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation...
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return will stop right around the 25. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number two, maybe they actually have the lead.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Returnable here for Davis. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Chargers first down.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. He'll get it inside the 20, and he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now it's Herbert. And it's caught. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he will score. Touchdown! A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Joseph connects on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half. He'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point, and now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together, come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Herbert off of play action. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And again, Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change their mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. But I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and handling a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. You can almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your third-grade teacher teach you about straight lines? Right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him, and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Mahomes now to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They caught the ball free in the backfield.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And a solid run down inside the 30. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on 3rd down now. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. He'll go get you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Chargers have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time to move out in front. Joseph connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Noah Gray from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Nifty move. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Herbert now. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Allen. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chiefs' 23-yard line.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Herbert throwing again. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. He will have the conversion and more than that. Touchdown, Chargers! Keenan Allen from 21 yards away. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Joseph connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
And the 1st down, Chiefs.
Looking to throw is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win in the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Mahomes letting one go deep for the end zone. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick six. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Herbert now to throw. And Allen's got it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Now it's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Joseph connects on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So that last touchdown sealed it there, partner, and then the kickoff there at the end, just a formality to knock the final seconds off.